Now let's talk about add rotator control. Add rotator control enables developer to show the series of rotating advertisements banner on the web page. You might have seen on many web sites that on a specific place they shows different ads and that basically you can do using add rotator control. So in that case, what happens is that in the XML file we specify number of ads that we have to display, and we also specify the URL, the text, alternate text, and the target property and the image to display. Along with that, we also specify the impressions. Impressions basically helps to give a weightage to a particular banner. If the more impression will be there, the chances are that particular banner will be displayed more than the other banners. So let us see the add rotator control. So here is my add rotator control code. Let's examine this code. Here what we have is that we have specified add rotator runner equal to 7, advertisement file equal to advertisement data.xml. So let us create one XML file here. Here is my XML file, and let me name it as advertisement data.xml. Now in this advertisement data.xml we will have to follow certain standard to keep the advertisement data. So let us follow that standard and make that specific kind of tags for this XML file. So here is my XML data. This is basically the source of the advertisement. Now let us examine this. In this case we have one advertisements as the parent node, and then we have several ads. So this is one ad details, this is the second ad details, and this is the third ad detail. Under ad we have image URL that we want to show as an advertisement. Then we have navigate URL. After clicking on this particular image where the user should be navigated, and then we have alternate text. In case this image doesn't appear, then this particular alternate text will appear. And impressions means what is the most probability of showing this ad. So what is the weightage of this particular ad. So in this case we have specified 30. Now you can see that because the impression is 30 here, so the probability of showing this particular ASP.NET Ajax.jf ad will be more than these two, because their impressions are less than the first banner impressions. Now another thing what we need to do is that we need to specify the image URL field. So in this case image URL field in this advertisement data.xml file is image URL. Then navigate URL field is navigate URL. So you can write navigate URL. And then alternate text field is in this XML file we have alternate text, and border width and border color, whatever you want to specify you can specify it. Now looks like the advertisement data the file name is had little typo, so I just renamed it. Okay, now all these images that we have specified into this XML file exist into my parent folder or the root folder of this application. If you want, you can keep it outside, and you will have to accordingly change the path of the image URL into the XML file. Now let us run this page and see that how it is looking like. So let me close the existing browser, and I'm going to run this page, and you will see that ASP.NET Ajax tutorial, this is the first one, because its impression is high, so naturally its probability to come on the page is more. Now you can see that I'm refreshing, and accordingly different ads will be displayed. So you can see that all the ads are rotating. I have not changed anything here in this code, but everything is being taken care by this add rotator control, and based on the number of ads displayed and based on the impression weightage, the advertisement will change and it will display on the page. So this is a very good control in case you want to display more than one ads and on the same place without modifying code explicitly on the page. Now one important point to note here is that if we will click this particular ad, for example, let me click this image. Now when I will click this image, it will go to the itfunda.com ASP.NET Ajax ebook. But you will notice that currently it is going in the same window. What if on click of this particular advertisement we want to open a new window? So in that case, what we can do is that we can specify the target property under the add rotator control. So let us go ahead and specify that here target is equal to blank. Now what it will do is that when this ads will be clicked, then it will open the page into the next window, or sorry, into the another window. Here it has opened into the new tab. So using the target property, you can specify that the ad URL should open into the current window or into the another window. Now you might have a scenario where you want to display the ads on a particular page based on certain keywords. For example, you have a page related with a jQuery content, and you want to show the advertisements related with a jQuery on that particular page. You can imagine similar kind of scenario. So in that case, what we can do is that we can specify keyword filter property. So let me show you this. So here is my add rotator control. Now let us examine this add rotator control, and you will notice that all other properties are similar to what we had into the last how-tos. The one extra property that we have written here is keyword filter is equal to jQuery, and naturally we will have to change some XML file content as well. So let me create the XML file here. Here is my XML file, and in this XML file you can see that I have removed the impression. You can keep the impression as well, but in this case I have removed the impression, and for each specific advertisement data we have specified another field called keyword. And in first case we have ASP.NET Ajax keyword, in the second case we have jQuery, and then in the third case also we have jQuery. Now when we will run this page, you will notice that because the keyword filter is jQuery, so any of these two ads will display on the page. Let me show you this. So I am refreshing it. You can see that. Please hold on. Okay, actually the file name was different. So in this case we have advertisement data.xml. So fine. Now let me refresh this page, and you will see that this is because the keyword filter is written as jQuery, so jQuery related images are displaying. Now you will see that because we have two ads with a jQuery keyword, so the probability is the other ad will also display. You can see that the first ad, this one, and the other one, this one, both is displaying because both has a keyword ad as a jQuery. So using the keyword filter property, you can explicitly instruct the add rotator control to display some or group of or bunch of ads on the page. So and you can the beauty of this is that you can specify the keyword from the code behind as well. So for example, here you can say add rotator 1 dot keyword filter is equal to maybe ASP.NET Ajax. Now you will notice that this code behind will override the value of the keyword filter that I had specified on the ASPX page, and when I will refresh this page, we will see that ASP.NET Ajax tutorials is displaying because that has the ASP.NET Ajax as the keyword.